everyone, it's me, James. Since a couple of weeks ago, when the Philadelphia Eagles played the Dallas Cowboys, and that was the Dallas Sucks game. And I said I was going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys some more because the Philadelphia Eagles fans hate the Dallas Cowboys, and we call them Dallas Sucks. And that's just not just for anyone. It's everyone. All Eagles fans hate the Cowboys. There's one thing in common, right? Like among the Eagles fans, there might be some disagreement about Jalen Hurts' performance or where Carson Wentz places in the Philadelphia Eagles history. But one thing everybody can agree upon is that Dallas sucks. Okay. And now I have done it before on my show, and I'm going to explain to you guys again about how Dallas sucks. And they really do. The Cowboys really sucks, right? They, just for the past couple of weeks, they lost, I think, 5 games in a row. 2 weeks ago, the Eagles beat the Cowboys 34-6. And just last week, the Texans beat the Cowboys 34-10. The Cowboys have no place in the league. If they can't play, why don't they just shut the team down? The thing that makes people angry is that Jerry Jones calls themselves, the Dallas Cowboys, the America's team. And it doesn't make any sense because the team has been sucking for the last 30 years. Last time they had a Super Bowl win, it was back in 1995. And that was 30 years ago, believe it or not. To be exact, 29 years and 11 months, because it's November now. And we're in the middle of November, another month and a half. It's going to be 2025. And that will be a whole 30 years that the Dallas Cowboys have not won a Super Bowl. And they choke in the playoff games every year. Their quarterback, Dak Prescott, he sucks. I just saw this video footage because he was injured. He had a hamstring injury about 4 weeks ago. And usually when the quarterback or the players, football players get injured and they were involved in like somebody's, like pile up on them or some extreme plays, in the end zone, somebody, another player hit them really hard or accidentally crashing to them and land on top of, their legs or their legs twisted or something like that. But in this case, I just saw the video. Dak Prescott, all he did was pass the football like this. And all of a sudden, he's holding his butt. And he got the severe hamstring injury. That just doesn't make any sense. I really don't know what is going on with the Cowboys, and nobody cares. Apparently, nobody cares. So now let me tell you, as you guys already know and everybody knows, but I have to say it again. The Cowboys owner, Jerry Jones, he is a loser. He is the biggest loser in the history of NFL. He self-claimed him to be the owner and the president and the general manager of the Cowboys. I mean, like, come on now, there's a reason there are different positions, structure, like, for a company or for the military ranks, because there are different people that are hired to do a job, and there are different positions. So each person can concentrate on what they're doing and make the whole organization or the business run smoothly. And how somebody, the only thing I can think of is he's being really cheap. he's trying to not have to pay for a president of the company or a general manager. So he takes up all three positions. He's the owner, he's the president, he's the general manager. And you know what? There's a lot those funny uh, memes, I think it's called, on the internet. Those pictures, funny pictures about Jerry Jones, playing the quarterback himself. Yeah, if you want to do everything yourself, you might should just do it. Just, you can be the president, you can be the CEO, you can be the owner, you can be the general manager. Then you can play the football yourself. It does not make any sense because there are different positions and then there are different talents. And for the different talents, they concentrate and do, do a job that they're specializing. So there is just no such thing as, you own the team and you run the team yourself. It's really dumb. And that's another reason why probably Dallas sucked so bad. So not only just Jerry Jones, it's not making any sense. And the team makes no sense either because, they could have found a better quarterback. They kept Dak Prescott and he's often injured. And he's really not even that great of a quarterback if you think about it. Other teams trying to make improvements, like the Philadelphia Eagles. Carson Wentz was great, right? He was the Houdini of the team. But then, he had an injury and then Nick Foles took over. That was back in 2017. And then for some strange reason, maybe it's mental, maybe it's just the injury effect, Carson Wentz, and he just wasn't that great of a quarterback anymore. So Howie Roseman, he uh, drafted Jalen Hurts to the Eagles team. And they were, just in case, if Carson Wentz cannot play or is not playing good. And then, meanwhile, they're developing Jalen Hurts' quarterback skills, and hopefully they can put him in use one day. And now Jalen Hurts becomes the franchise quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, and he is a great quarterback. And this year, among many other teams, whether they're rebuilding or players retired, and they acquired, especially in the quarterback position. A lot of other teams got a lot of great quarterbacks. That's why, like this year, I'm watching the game and I feel like it is one of the greatest year uh, for the NFL games because there are a lot very competitive, new or not so new quarterbacks playing for the league, playing for the teams, and it is very competitive. So the games are not as boring for to watch. But in the Cowboys case, they kept Dak Prescott for a long time, and he is not, and he never was a good quarterback. He chokes, right? He chokes, and the Cowboys chokes in the playoff games every year when they're in the playoff games. And this year, thank God, they lost. I think they're like 8-2, 7-2, 8-2 or something. They're not even going to be in the playoff game, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. And the Cowboys fans, everybody hate them, not just the Eagles fans. I've been to the Meadowlands up in North Jersey to see the Eagles and the New York Giants game, and I can tell you that the New York Giants fans, hate Dallas too, and they say Dallas sucks. So about the fans, right? We call them cockroaches. It is because they act just like the cockroaches. They're all bunched together. You see them, during before the game, during the game day on Sunday. You see them everywhere out there at the supermarkets malls, out on the city streets. You see them wearing their dirty ass old Dallas Cowboys jersey and the hat. They walk around like they're part of something great, right? And I just laugh at them. You know, if they even like trying to approach me and say something, I'll just tell them Dallas sucks. That's all I do, and uh, and that's all you have to do. If the Cowboy fans approach you, just tell them Dallas sucks and walk away. Don't even talk to them, because those people are not making any sense. They're everywhere, and when you drive around, you see the car in front of you has a bumper sticker on the back or a sticker on their back windshield, you know, the Dallas Star. And so you know what that's all about. You know, they're Dallas cockroach fans. And then later on in the day, after the game, right, when the Dallas lose the game, and then they all hide. You don't see them no more. You don't see any of them. And that is true. And that's why the Dallas Cowboys fans are being called cockroaches. And my theory about why are there so many Dallas Cowboy fans everywhere, it's not just in Dallas. They really are everywhere. It is not because the Dallas Cowboy is the greatest team in in the NFL history ever. That is not the case. You know, Tom Brady played for the New England Patriots, and they had I think they had like 6 Super Bowl wins, right? And and that is amazing. That's a dynasty, but you don't see as many Patriots fans spread out everywhere. When you go to the supermarket, when you go to the malls, you don't see everybody wearing the Patriots jersey and walking around. And Patriots, they had Super Bowl wins recently. Not like the Cowboys. Their last Super Bowl win was in 1995, and that was nearly 30 years ago, right? So there's a reason for that. The reason is because Starling, around the time when the Dallas Cowboys had their first Super Bowl win in 1971, and that is when the United States government started a releasing program of the mentally ill from the mental institution. You can look it up on the internet. I think it's called deinstitutionalization. It was initiated by first by John F. Kennedy as the president, and then later on, uh, President Jimmy Carter, made it a reality. So around that time in the 1970s, all the way through, I would say around the time that the Dallas Cowboy had their last Super Bowl win, which was in 1995. Through that span of time, lots, like hundreds of thousands of mentally ill persons was released from the mental institutions across the nation, and also many of the federal government trying to save money and put the money to use elsewhere. So many of the mentally ill that was in the prison system, right? Minimum security prison, and they were also released. So it's a mixture of mentally ill patients, both from the mental institution and the prison system. They were released to the general public for no reason at all, just because the government need money and they're trying to save money and they don't want to take care of their people. They don't want to take care of its people. So they released those mentally ill to the public. And that is beginning of the homelessness. The whole story is that why are there so many homeless people, in Philadelphia and Miami and everywhere on the street? and just laying around and sleeping in the boxes. It is because of the men the, the institutionalization of the mentally ill. Through time, more and more mentally ill patients was being released, and actually, here in New Jersey, there's a big mental institution. It's called Ancora. It's down there on Route 70, on the way down to the to Tom's River and down the shore. It's down. It's there on Route 70. You know, off Route 70. There were lots of mentally ill was being released from there, and then also in New York, and then they bust them down south because there's too many of them. Some of them stayed around here, and it was too many, so the government bust them down along Route 95 all the way down to Florida. That's why there were so many of them in Miami now too. Anyways, while those people was being released, and the Dallas Cowboys, 1971, they won their first modern time Super Bowl, and then the last one was 1995. So not only uh, in between time, you know, when the team won Super Bowl, it's, you know, and then a lot of people jump on the bandwagon. They go out there and buy their jerseys, and all of a sudden their fan base grows. So throughout that time, uh, a lot of people jump on the bandwagon, right? They thought Cowboys was a great team, so they bought the jersey and the hats and everything. And then after 1971, maybe for a few years, the Cowboys, you know, isn't winning any more Super Bowl. So those bandwagoners turned their attention to the other teams that was winning, you know, was in the play off games and winning Super Bowl. So they ditched their jersey, and they forget about they forgot about why they even bought all that stuff. So they threw away their hats or donate. And that is the case throughout the time from 1971 to 1995. Around the same time, those mentally ill was being released from the mental institutions and jails. So a lot Cowboys merchandise, it was being ditched and donated when they were not playing good. And then the Cowboys won the Super Bowl in 1993 and then 1995. So I'm sure a lot of people bought a lot of Cowboys merchandise, jersey, T-shirt, hats, everything. And then after that, Cowboys have no more winnings. So shortly after that, people ditch their Cowboys merchandise again, and then a lot of those things end up at the thrift store or the churches. They give them away for free because those items was donated by whether by the individuals or by companies that they couldn't sell the stuff. They stock up too much of the Cowboys items they couldn't sell. So a lot of those merchandise was donated, and then it end up in the hands of the homeless people that are out on the street, and they get a lot of help. They need clothing items, they need food, so they get a lot those donated merchandise and items for free, and that's how they end up with all that cowboy stuff. And they probably say, oh, they might not know what the Cowboys or football is all about, but they say, oh, that's a nice jersey. It looks nice. It's white and blue. It's American color. So they put it on, right? And then they wear the Cowboys hat they get for free. They wear the secondhand Cowboy jersey they get for free. And then they walk around like, they're part of something. And that is why nowadays you see a lot old people, uh, you know, they walk around the supermarkets and on the streets with the 30 years old Cowboys jersey and hat on. And it is because some time ago they got those things through donation for free, and then they think they're part of something great. The Dallas Sox Cowboys, and then they wear the jersey, they wear the hat, they walk around, they don't buy nothing, they just wear the same jersey. They might not even washing it. That's why they stink. The Cowboy fans really smells, and stinky. They walk around, and 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 I think that's what happened, and that's how lots of people across the nation, especially here on the East Coast, became the Dallas Cowboys fans. That's because they got all those, bunch retards got their Cowboys merchandise for free through donations, and they don't even know what it's about. They just wear and claim, themselves to be a Dallas Cowboy fan. And then Jerry Jones, the Cowboys owner, took advantage of this, and he sees that a lot of people are wearing Cowboys gears and walking around. So they called the Cowboys call themselves the America's team. No, it's not America's team. It's America's your retard team. Okay, that's all there's to it. So that's the whole story about the Dallas Cowboys fan base, and why the Dallas Cowboys fans are cockroaches, and also about how ridiculous the Cowboys owner Jerry Jones is. And not to mention, their stadium, right? Mercedes-Benz Stadium looks really nice. Outside, it's got a big Mercedes-Benz logo on it, right? And all those stadium nowadays, the companies want to promote their image, so they pay a lot of money for the name, the naming rights, right? So the Mercedes-Benz Stadium is not actually owned by Mercedes-Benz. Most of those stadiums are either owned by the city, or both the city and the football team. It's a joint venture. They own the stadium together. There's no companies like the for the Eagles, for instance, Lincoln Financial Field. We call the Link, right? The Lincoln Financial Company does not own the stadium at all. And for the New England Patriots, the Gillette Stadium, right? The Shaver Company, Gillette, they do not own the stadium, right? The city, and sometimes the team in conjunction with the city, owns the stadium, because it costs a lot of money to build a stadium like that. And just last week, right before the Texans and the Dallas Sox game uh, was about to start, and believe it or not, the ceiling fell down. I saw on the TV news, and on the news on the internet. I saw the video, but I have some pictures. You can see pieces of roof that fall down, and that, not only that's really dangerous. Can you imagine during the football game, if it happened an hour, 2 hours later, the ceiling pieces of the ceiling falls down during the football game. A lot of people can get hurt, and also that's a really bad image for the Cowboys collecting the money from for their sponsors, and it's really dangerous. I have never seen anything like that. The ceiling, large pieces of stainless steel just fall from the rooftop. It's really crazy. That stadium is falling apart. So there's nothing good about the Dallas Cowboys, and there's nothing going on for the Dallas Cowboys, and they suck. So now it's safe to say Dallas sucks. You can say that too, and be proud of it. And the next thing I wanted to talk about is Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid for the Philadelphia Sixers. After many years of him being the star player on the Sixers team, and he appears to be a, a great basketball player, but he's always injured, especially in the time when you need him. Like during the playoff games, he's often injured. There's a lot of injuries with him, and a few years ago, when he was a newer member on the Sixers team, and he was talking about trust the process. But the process has been going on for like about 5, 6 years now, and there's nothing going on with Joel Embiid, and there's nothing, no championship winnings for the Sixers. So people start to realize something isn't right there, and Joel might not be the great player that he said he was, or he was talking about. Uh, and also we realize Joel Embiid, it's always seems like he's always injured, and and now after a few years, from what Joel said about himself, how dedicated he is to the game of basketball, to his actions, we start to realize, as fans, we start to realize it seems like Joel Embiid is not really even that interested in playing basketball or winning. It seems like he's more interesting just to do whatever he wants to do. Right, the team goes out to Los Angeles to play, and he's out there eating the In-N-Out burgers instead of practicing and concentrate on the basketball game. And here at home, he misses a lot of games, and this year, and a lot season ticket holders, they paid a lot of money. They want to go to the Sixers game to see Joel Embiid play, but he hasn't played that many games, so the fans are getting pissed off. People want a refund for the tickets that they bought. Um, so just the other day, uh, another Sixers player, Tyrese Maxey, he it leaked out from a conversation or a bet that they made in the locker room. Uh, Tyrese Maxey was made some bet with Joel Embiid, or just a conversation about Joel being late to practice, and whatever happened, maybe Tyrese just trying to tell Joel, like, trying to tell him that you got to put more effort into it. You can't be late to practice all the time, and challenged him to, get to practice on time. And then also the incident about Joel had in the locker room, all that, the pushing around with Philadelphia Daily News's reporter Marcus Hayes. There's just a lot of weird things going on with Joel. And it's funny how every time he's in the spotlight, he's in the news conference, he still says that, he wanted to play basketball, and he put so much effort into it, and all he wanted to do is play basketball, and and he wanted to help the Sixers wins, and he doesn't understand why is everybody against him when are the teammates and the fans all have a lot of bad things to say about him. He's somebody, right? It's just like the Carson Wentz, like for a while when the Philadelphia Eagles wasn't doing good. After every game when the Eagles loses, and the players like, oh, I have to look myself in the mirror, and I have to uh, uh, do this and do that, and that's exactly what Joel needs to do. He needs to look himself in the mirror, and figure out what is wrong. The problem is with Joel. It's nobody else, right? It's not his teammate. It's not Paul George. It's not Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey has been playing great. The problem is with Joel. He say he wants to play basketball. He say he's going to be a great player, but he's not doing what he say. I don't know what he's doing. It seems like all he cares about is it's eating the burgers, and maybe he's out there partying, And then as soon as you ask him about basketball, and then he has an attitude. And that is really bad because, he gets paid big bucks from the Sixers. And also the Sixers seems to enabling him, right? They allow him to do whatever he wants to do. And they baby him. So this way, it, Joel become somebody. He think he can do whatever he wants to do. He can say whatever he wants to say, and he doesn't have to be held accountable for anything. I remember some time ago there was a video. Joel went outside to the Eagles, or maybe it was the Sixers. I believe it was the Eagles tailgate party outside in the tailgate lot. He went out there with it was probably a promotional thing from the Sixers. He went out there with the Sixers people and bodyguards out there, and then he was acting like he's you know participating a basketball shootout with the fans out there in the tailgate lot. And then as soon as a fan pushed him on the shoulder, and then he got mad and he started to push people back. So there's there's definitely something wrong and something going on with Joel. We don't know what it is, but now the news media in Philadelphia are talking about, the Sixers might want to get rid of him as soon as possible and trade him to another team. And I think that's a great idea because, he is he is not producing any significant results for the amount of money that was paid to him to play basketball. It might be the Sixers got some other good players on there now, and 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 Joel Embiid, it just seems to be like that best seed in the apple. So it might be a good idea to get rid of him so the Sixers can rebuild itself and as a team and move on and hopefully maybe you know in the near future past the second round of the playoff games and maybe even win the championship uh, title. So I think Joel's got it to go at this point because it's just too much nonsense and too much attitude from him, and it's just the fans are pissed off, and it's just not even worth it of keep him around here in Philadelphia anymore.
It's official. Joel Embiid is the new most hated player in the NBA. Between the flopping, foul baiting, and dirty play after dirty play, Joel Embiid's likability is at an all-time low.
I'll wipe my ass with smoke some weed.
What adds fuel to the fire is that he's one of the best players in the NBA, and people can't stand it. It's gotten so bad that even at a Sixers home game, the stadium is filled with F. Embiid chants by rival fans. The Embiid drama is one of the wildest superstar treatments and attitudes we've ever seen in sports.
So that's all I have to say about all that stuff. I know I said a lot, but Dallas do suck. And now you know why. And also Joel has got to go. So now I'm going to get to the events of the week. As you guys know, I love the events surrounding the Philadelphia sports. Not only you can meet the players and get autographs, take picture with them, and also most of those events are sponsored by some beer company or corporations like some kind of bank, and then you can get a free Eagles or Phillies or Sixers or even Flyers merchandise at those sports events other than the games itself. So the first event that I went to last week, once again, I go there every Monday. It's the All Pro Phillies Player Show. It's hosted by Gerald Carlton and Philadelphia Eagles insider Dave Spadaro. And each show they always feature a current Eagle player. So this show takes place at Chicky and Pete's in Marlton, New Jersey. And last week on the show, I met Sidney Brown, Eagles player Sidney Brown. He's very popular here in Philadelphia. and he's playing good football. Uh, the show was good. The fans lined up to get autographs and then take a picture with him at the end of the show. And as always, it's fun, to go there and doesn't cost any money. Uh, Chicken Pete's do have happy hour specials for pizzas and the wings and shrimp cocktail you can get for half price from 4 to 6 p.m. So if I want to get food, I'll get there a little bit earlier, like around 5:30, and sit down and order the food and sit there for the whole radio show. If I was in a rush to get out of there, and I can just go there and just wait for the commercial break, uh, during the podcast, just wait for the commercial break and then get that autograph and maybe take a quick picture with the Eagles player and then leave. And I don't have to spend any money there or buy anything. So that's how that radio show goes. When I met Sydney Brown, I bought a couple pictures and got both of them signed. So that was really neat. Sydney Brown autographed pictures from the All Pro Philly Players Show. So it's every Monday, the All Pro Philly Players Show at Chicky and Pete's in Marlton. And then on Thursday, it's the Eagles game. Thursday night football. The game don't start until 8:25 p.m. So it gives me all day to be out there to party and tailgate. So this time, I really want to try the C6 tailgate. Uh, I always stop by there, because I go from tailgate party to tailgate parties and just, to check things out and also to make some videos. But I really want to see what the C6 it's all about. I want to have the whole experience. And it was started getting cold outside and I don't want to move around too much. So this time I decided to skip 4th and John tailgate and I went straight to C6. It's in the parking lot, number C6 on the light pole in the Wells Fargo Center's lot. And I went there and we stayed there. I bought my chairs there. I set the chairs up. I sat on the side. And so this way I don't miss anything that's going on at the tailgate. And when I got there, it was still light out because it's during the day. The Philly sports guy was there. There were a lot of people hanging around. And then later on, when it started to get dark and the crowd started to build up. And I have to tell you, there's so many details about this. This just might be one of the greatest tailgate in the Philadelphia Eagles tailgate party history. The reason I'm saying that is because I did not know until I got there. C6 tailgate is known for to have a lot of food and often gourmet food. Uh, this time they had their Thanksgiving extravaganza, and the captain of the C6 tailgate, Sean, he was there frying in a big turkey deep fryer. He was there frying turkey one after another. And there were just so many turkeys wait to be fried, and they never ran out of turkey throughout the night. They were frying turkeys one after another. And then I tried this barbecue. It's a thick sliced bacon barbecued on a stick. And then they put like a Dr. Pepper barbecue sauce or a spicy barbecue sauce on there. The maple, I think the Dr. Pepper was the spicy one. And then the maple sweet barbecue sauce. So they put a lot of sauce on this thick sliced bacon on a stick, and they barbecue live action cook right there. It was so good. It really was so good. And then for the buffet table part, they had all the trimmings for the Thanksgiving dinner. They had turkey stuffing, gravy, They had cranberry sauce. They had fried chicken and the string bean casserole. They really had everything there, and it was just like Sean said. It was the Thanksgiving extravaganza. It was awesome, and enough said about food. And as you know, they're sponsored by the Garage Beer and Seattle City Spiked Iced Tea. So they do have a bar there. Other than those beers that I mentioned, they also have other mixed drinks that you can get, and it's all free of charge. And then this time, it was amazing. They had a band there. I don't know where Sean found this band or whoever hooked them up with this band. The band name is Asylum Core, and they were awesome. It was incredible. At first, when I got there, the band was already playing, and I hear the music. I just thought, it was great that they had a band there for the Thanksgiving tailgate, which a lot other tailgate parties, when I ride my scooter or walk through the tailgate parties, you often see some tailgates, they have a band there, or lots of them have a DJ set out there. But so I didn't think much of it until uh, as time passes and gets darker and darker outside and gets later and more crowds start to build up. And then I start to realize how great this band was.
Struck the hour. I don't get tired. So do you feel good? How's your life? Philadelphia, how we doing tonight? I gotta say, on a personal level, this is my dream fucking gig right here. I'm out here with a bunch of crazy ass Birds fans. Let's fucking get it. Let me get one. We are a silent choir. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. And by the way, for all you motherfuckers, he's an old man. We're gonna take over this. Gonna sing with me.
Not only they played a lot the old time, classic rock and roll, and also they play all the Eagles and the NFL songs and the music and the fight songs too. They got the crowd going. This band got the crowd going. The lead singer, he came out into the crowd with his cordless mic and he's singing and get the crowd participating. The guitarist was great, just like you go into a rock concert. They're playing the guitar and banging their heads and rocking it out. And the drummer was awesome too. He had the solar session, and it was just a great compilation of bunch of musical artists, and so the band turned out to be an awesome band, and it really enhanced the the feeling and the vibe of the party. So later on, the band was going crazy, playing all that loud music, and it really made this party much better than what it would be. So that's why I have to say this must be one of the greatest uh, Eagles tailgate party that has ever happened. So it was a great night. Not only they had a lot of food, the fried turkey was awesome. Sean, after he get the turkey out of the turkey fryer, and then he started to slice them, and he was pulling pieces of the turkey, the fried out turkey skin off, and hand them out to the people, to the crowd. And I got a piece of the fried out turkey skin, and it tastes just like the fried out pork fat. It was awesome. It was incredible. You know, I don't really like turkey, so I didn't eat any uh, turkey meat, but it was a whole turkey cut up, and for people, you know, for the partier to eat. And I like the bacon. I like the trimmings. I like stuffing. Uh, there was just a lot of food. They also had pretzels and tasty cakes, all that Philly stuff there. Later on, I just rock out with the band, and you know, people there, everybody. It's a new thing they do. You donate $5 and you get a ticket, a raffle ticket, and then they were raffling off a special edition Garage's beer sports jersey, and also some other items at the end of the tailgate party. I did not win anything, but I had great time there. Uh, but for a short period of time, I did stop by at the Toyota tailgate zone. Uh, the Toyota tailgate, it's good because you never know what company is going to be there. Like last time, AAA joined in, but this time it's just Toyota and WIP radio there. They have bunch of football in the back of a Toyota car or SUV, and you can guess the amount of football, and you can win tickets to the upcoming Eagles game. And also, Toyota always hand things out. You never know what they have and what they hand out. Uh, so I always stop by there to grab some free stuff from Toyota. And then while I was out visiting other tailgate parties real quick, and I saw the Philadelphia Eagles team. They always send some alumni players or the cheerleaders, sometimes swoop. Earlier this year, they had the Eagles owner, Jeffrey Lurie, was actually out there. I took a picture with him in the tailgate lot. So this time they had the artist of the game day poster out there on an Eagles card, and they were out there handing out autographed Eagles game day poster. That's a limited amount that was printed, and then they hand them out inside the gate of the stadium of the game. And once they run out, they run out. And so they were also handing them out in the tailgate lot. That was great. You know, the Eagles cart was all lit up with I think it was green light. Not only it's like it feels like not only it's for the Philadelphia Eagles because the green is their color, and also wearing the time celebrating the holiday season. You know, you start to hear Christmas music here and there, and also you see all that green. It's like Christmas time, you know. So it was cool. And then I also stopped by at my friend Nelson's Bird Gang Tailgate. I love that one. It's not super crazy over there, but they had another tailgate party. They always have another big tailgate party across the street, and they had a DJ there playing loud music, and often you see people dancing across from there. So that for the tailgate parties, like it's like one reflects another. So if you sit at the Bird Gang tailgate, you kind of get the music from the tailgate party across the street, and also you see people dancing there, and you can go dance there too. It's the tailgate party across the street. I think it's just happens that one. It's open to the public too, and so it's the Bird Gang tailgate. You can always stop by there and say hi to them. They always have hot dogs and at the bar, and you can get a drink and just doesn't cost anything. Just ask for it, and they'll give you a drink. And they had markers there. You can sign the new Bird Gang bus. It's just a lot of fun, and so I sit there for a little bit, just to hang out. And it was always good. It's a good experience. Uh, there was somebody selling customized Eagles Nike sneakers in front of it. I have never seen anything like that. The guy says that he learned how to do that during the pandemic. So, anyways, uh, it was fun. It was fun. It was just a fun day, and I actually stayed there because the band for the C6 tailgate was so good, and I actually stayed there till all the way till the end of the tailgate party, and then we left and went home to watch the Eagles game.
E-A-G-L-E-S. Who? E-A-G-L-E-S. What? E-A-G-L-E-S. Bring it back now. E-A-G-L-E-S. What? E-A-G-L-E-S. Who? E-A-G-L-E-S. What? And you guys go fucking watch the birds beat the fuck out of the Commanders. How y'all feel about it? How y'all feel? Oh my God. Hey, let's give it up for one more time for a silent round. Thank you guys, we love you. And Sean, let me get one more. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
Eagles beat Washington 26-18. And like I said before, that was a true test for the Eagles team, because a lot of people say, oh, prior to the Washington game and they were playing the New York Giants, and they were playing the easier teams, and so that's a true test, because the Washington Commanders is no joke this year. They are playing good football, and they're a good team. So the Eagles beat them. So, that's a good start for the Philadelphia Eagles. So we'll see. Hopefully the Eagles keep on winning. So this way we can fight all the way to Super Bowl again and win the Super Bowl and take that Lombardi trophy home. So that was all the events. Now let me show you some of the stuff I got from the tailgate parties. First, I mentioned about this Eagles game day poster that was signed by the artist. Look at that. Look how great that is. And it is autographed down here in the silver ink. Right here, the artist signed the Eagles game day poster. Every game there's a different poster that they hand out inside of the stadium. And then once again, I got every time I go to the tailgate, I get the Toyota drawstring bag from the Toyota tailgate zone. And this time, they allow me to take one of this new for 2024 Toyota Eagles koozie. I believe last time you had a choice of get a koozie or a rally towel with the Toyota drawstring bag. But this time, it was cold outside. There wasn't that many people out there, so they allowed all three items for free. And look this, I got a bunch of promotional pins from the C66 tailgate. I think it's one of their beer sponsors. It was really neat because they had a case there full of this WYNK Wink salsa water or beer there. And now we're going to move on to the upcoming events. So as you know, and I mention every week, every Monday at Chicken Pete's in South Philly, first at 6 p.m. is the Brandon Graham Show. And then at 7 p.m. is the Players Lounge. And every week, the Players Lounge features a current Eagle player. So that's a good opportunity for you to go there, for the Eagles fans, to go there, get to meet the players, and also get an autograph. And then every Monday at Chicken Pete's in Marlton, New Jersey, is the All-Pro Philly Players Show. that's where I go and I meet a current Eagle player and get an autograph and take a picture with the player. And also on Mondays, it's the WBCB radio Monday night kickoff uh, football radio show. So you can go there, the same thing. Just look up on WBCB's website for more information. Uh, you can go there, whether it's at a different Chicken Pete's location or at the Great America Pub in Conshohocken. Often the radio show will feature a current Eagles player. Other times it will be an alumni Eagles player. And you can go there, meet a player, and get an autograph and take a picture. And on Tuesday, it's the Pro Football Report. It's also WBCB's radio show. This one is hosted by the voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, Merle Reese. So you can go there, you can meet Merle, and also you can meet whoever the special guest is for the show. Could be a current Eagle player or an alumni Eagle player. Just look out for the information on WBCB's website. And the Bud Light Thursday night kickoff, it's always 7 to 9 p.m. and they always give away a pair of Philadelphia Eagles home game ticket for the upcoming Eagles game. And I went there once. They do it different locations throughout the Philadelphia and outside Philadelphia region. So sometimes it is too far away, but sometimes it's closer by within city of Philadelphia. So I don't always go because the faraway ones could be like an hour and a half drive. It's too far for me. It's not worth it. But I went one time. It was neat. You know, you can get a free Bud Light Thursday Night Football T-shirt, and also they're playing this game. You know, you win the raffle. You know, I give you a raffle ticket, and then every 15 minutes they draw a raffle. If you win a key. And then at 7:45, it starts at 6 and 7:45. There are 7 keys handed out, and then each of the key holders you can try to open the lockbox. And if you're able to open the lockbox, and there's a pair of upcoming Eagles home game tickets inside. So it's a great concept and it's a great event. I love it. And then also Bud Light Eagles pep rally. This one's called the Friday Night Pep Rally. It's for pretty much all of the Eagles home games. So every time there's Eagles home game, there will be a Bud Light Friday Night Pep Rally. And there are some pep rallies coming up, as you can see on the screen right there. I usually go to most of those pep rallies, and like I said, it's too far away and just not worth of getting stuck in the traffic, because the pep rally always starts at 6 p.m. and it's far away. That means I have to be, you know, I will be on the road at 5 p.m. during the rush hour traffic, and I don't want to get stuck in traffic. So if it's too far away, I don't go. But I will be going to a few of them, especially the one at the Springfield Country Club, Tavola restaurant and bar. I'll be going to that one. That's a big one every year. And you never know, you know, sometimes Bud Light come up with a free Eagles hat and or like glasses, Eagles beer glasses. You never know what they come up with, you know, sometimes not much. But there's always some free stuff from the Bud Light Eagles Friday Night Pep Rally. And Miller Lite away game watch party. When there's a away game and the Miller Lite will have an away game watch party, you can look out for the information on Facebook. Just search for Miller Lite Eagles away game watch party, and you'll see I really like this event too because they, just like the Bud Light Friday night pep rally, for the Miller Lite away game watch party, they also would have Swoop and the Eagles cheerleaders there. And for each one of the Miller Lite party, this year they would have two alumni players there to sign autographs and meet the fans and watch the Eagles game with you. And also they would give away, the Miller Lite branded Eagles merchandise, such as this headband I'm wearing. This is I show you, Miller Lite. This was from earlier on the season. I got from one of the Miller Lite parties, and it's double sided. It's really neat. Inside is the Eagles wings. So if I'm tired of Go Birds, now I'm wearing the Eagles wings. Thanks to Miller Lite. So, I get all this free things. It's not just because I like free stuff. I will actually pay for it. But it's something I can use when I go out there to an Eagles event. So both Bud Light and Miller Lite always give away uh, very practical and things you would need for to be an Eagles fan, just like this headband. So those are some of the events, and also look out for the Sixers Bart Network game watch party. Uh, I'm so occupied with all the football events, so there was just last Friday. There were just an Sixers Bart Network game watch party in Philadelphia, and I completely forgot about it and I missed it. Uh, that is a fun event, and I love the Sixers Bart Network game watch party because you go there. They have it's similar to the Eagles event. They will have the Sixers street team, which is like their cheerleaders out there, but they do dances. They dance, and also there's a lot of Sixers branded merchandise they will give away. In the past, I have gotten rally towels, T-shirt. They do the T-shirt toss, just like you're at the game. It's a simulation of the game. They do the at one point during the game. Not only they play the music, uh, those rally music they play at the Wells Fargo Center for the Sixers basketball game. They play the same music there, and then they toss out T-shirts. So they do the T-shirt toss, and they do the limbo contest. Uh, and most of the time they will have the Sixers drum line out there, and the drummers play the drum. So it's just a fun event, and they always give away like 5 or 6 pairs of tickets to the upcoming Sixers game too. I have won those tickets before, and I have been to the Sixers game, and so I love that event too. And you can look out for the information on Sixers website under the fan zone, I think. Look under, or Bar Network. Under, you go to the Sixers website, look for fans, and then look for Bar Network, and you'll find those parties. There's a few of those parties yet to come. So, if they're closer by, I'll go. So that's pretty much it for this week. And I'll be back next week with more Eagles and Sixers news. And also, there hasn't been a lot of events, as you can see in the past couple of weeks. They're just couple events. But I think there are more. Now we're getting closer to the holiday time, Thanksgiving and Black Friday shopping. So there are a lot more promotions the sports teams and companies are doing. So there are going to be more events. and the Eagles winning games again. So, you know, there are going to be more events. So I'll be back next week with a lot more events and a lot more exciting uh, going ons to tell you guys about. So until then, I'll see you guys. Peace out.